Growing up as a kid, man, I grew up a massive Benfica fan. Everything was about Benfica. What time do they play? When is the game? I need to watch Benfica. Even if it was a friendly, I was there. Over the last 6 years, I've only seen Benfica win one league as Ricosta took over as president, and things just haven't been great. They make big signings, but they don't really pan out. Some do, some don't. What we do know is they're going to sell players for a ton of money, and although the club is making money, we're not bringing in the trophies. A name that's rotating around this summer is Joao Felix. Many people are saying Joao Felix wants to move back to Benfica so he can revive his career, and he really wants this to happen. Benfica's playing in America right now in the Club World Cup, and Joao Felix was spotted watching the games with the president trying to make it happen. Chelsea wants a big fee. I'm not sure Benfica could pay it, but it's a story that a lot of people are talking about, and today we're going to see what it could look like if Joao Felix rejoined Benfica. Last year's season, they lost the cup on the last day of the season against Sporting. They also lost the league to Sporting. 2 points behind them. They were so close to winning it, but they fell short at the end. How will season 2 go for Bruno Lage, and can Joao Felix actually help them if he signs? Somehow, some way, we made it happen. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now. It's not going to happen like this in real life. You best believe it. 49 million is what it took for Chelsea to let him go. Look, if it's somewhere around 20 million, I could see Benfica making this happen. But I don't see Chelsea taking that. You know, I think Chelsea said they want somewhere around 30. I don't think Benfica will pay 30 for Joao Felix. But we're going to make it happen in the game at 49. He's a part of Benfica now. He is back to the team that he just went crazy and ended up selling to Atletico Madrid for a crazy amount of money. They're going to say it's a deal for him, but he's a cam. And as you can see, Benfica doesn't really play with the cam. So we're going to imagine that Benfica is obviously going to do something a little bit different, build the team a little bit different and build the team around them. As someone who watches a lot of Benfica, I'll show you what I think is going to happen to the team. But again, do I think Joao Felix actually coming in? I would love it. Not sure if it's actually going to happen. With that being said, the right wing position right now, we don't really Di Maria left, so I'm pretty sure they're going to invest in that position. I don't know who they're going to invest in at that position, but I know they probably will invest in that position if I'm being 100% honest with you. I can see Benfica being in a 4-3-3 attack, which is something they probably should be in already. I think a lot of Benfiquistas will probably agree with me on that. They're a team that plays a very high line, and we'll kind of go from there. Now, with that being said, I can see Benfica and how I think Benfica should maybe line up, especially in the Portuguese league. I don't really think you need a defensive mid all the time in the Portuguese league, especially because they kind of team most of the teams they play against. So I think Coutinho and Arsenis should probably be the midfielders, and then that would have Joao Felix playing the cam with Florentino coming off the bench. I've seen a lot of Benfiquistas say they should probably sell him. Araujo is playing, Araujo is playing the right back position, but he's not actually a right back. Ba is our starting right back. And if I'm being 100% honest with you, I think they should probably move on from Otamendi. He's getting up there in age, and the back line should be Araujo and Antonio Silva. But it's probably going to be Otamendi. They'll probably stay with him. Artur Kuglu's been a beast. Pavlidis's been a beast. Arsenis is amazing. Like I said, the right wing position. They have players for Prestini is a very young Argentinian talent that's coming up. He can play that position. I've seen that they've been linked to Roger from Braga. Also Bruma. We've seen Bruma out in those positions at time. I've seen Artur Kuglu. He kind of did this a lot during the season. Bruma on the left, Artur Kuglu on the right. So you could see this be an option as well, something like that. Also, you could see Joao Felix take out to the wing because Joao Felix can play the left wing position if that's what they wanted. But Bruno Lage, I would see him play Joao Felix, which I think Joao Felix is best behind the number 9. So I think the team could look something like this going into the season. And now it's all about what can Benfica do with Joao Felix. Wow, they're starting the season off against FC Porto. Very, very tough game to start off against your rivals. It's going to be a tough one, that one right there. But the rest of the games are very manageable. So let's see how August goes for Bruno Lage and Joao Felix and Benfica. What a start to the season for Benfica. Very, very interesting. So it starts off with a Joao Felix man of the match performance against FC Porto, winning it 2-1. Big performance right there. 3-1 against Real, and that's where my boy Thiago Gouveia drops a man of the match performance. They go up against Nacional, win that 1-0, and my man Turbin, the goalkeeper, is going to get man of the match there. And then beat Casa Pia 4-0, and I'm going to be honest with you, they put a picture up of a player. I have no idea who the heck this player is. I'm going to be real with y'all. That's like a generic face, bro. I have no idea who this is. I'm going to think that maybe that's Thiago, that maybe that's my boy Araujo. I'm not sure. I have no idea, bro. Maybe, you know what? Matter of fact, that might be based off the face that maybe that's who Artur Kuglu is. Maybe the Turkish player is him. I'm not sure. Either way, Benfica starts off with 4 big wins in the Portuguese league. They're on 12 points. So are Sporting. But let's go go quickly see what Joao Felix has done on his return to Benfica. Started off really good with a man of the match performance. Joao Felix has played 4 games for Benfica, and he has dropped 0 goals, 3 for Artur, 3 for Thiago Gouveia, 2 for Arsenis, 1 for Pavlidis, and maybe. So this guy came back off loan. That's who it was. That's who got man of the match, which means they're starting him over Carreras. Don't get me started, bro. Listen, don't get me started. EA has no idea. Guys, we're not playing Carreras, who is linked to Real Madrid right now, because they're playing the other left back that came back off a loan. Look, Carreras has no playing time. Absolutely insane. Carreras is like Benfica's best player at the moment. Joao Felix, 3 assists. Kochu, 1 assist. Thiago Gouveia, 1 assist. Tankster, 1 assist, and he's back off loan. I'm not sure if Benfica will actually keep him around going into next season, but I didn't want to make many changes like this because it's all about Joao Felix. So only 3 assists for Joao Felix from the cam position so far. They're gonna go up against Gil Vicente, then they got Bayer Leverkusen, and they got Braga this month in September. Let's see how it goes for Benfica. Kind of a weird month of September. They start off against Gil Vicente and they lose 2-0. By the way, against Gil Vicente, all right? Maybe we went to their stadium. Their stadium's hard to play at. We lose that 2-0. We go up against Bayer Leverkusen. Pavlidis drops better than match performance. First points in the Champions League, not bad. Big 3-0 win, and that's where Artur drops a man of the match performance. And against Braga, they win 3-0 as well. Pavlidis, another man of the match performance. That's interesting to me because Benfica never really beats Braga too easily, bro. And to beat Braga 3-0, like, we would take that. We never really ever beat them often. We have Monaco coming up really soon, but in the league, Benfica is in 2nd place. Sporting is yet to drop points. 7 wins, 0 ties, 0 losses. Sporting is off to an absolute great start. Jokeres must be absolutely doing his thing for them. But we need to check really quick how Joao Felix has done over the month. See what the heck is going on with my boy João Zinho. If he's beasting and feasting, or if he's still just kind of flopping. Artur 5 goals, Pavlidis 5 goals, Thiago 3 goals, Arsenis 2 goals, Ba 1 goal. Wow, Joao Felix has not hit the back of the net yet. Very interesting. Top assist guy. We got 3 for Kochu. We got 3 for Joao Felix. We got 2 for Thiago, and we got 1 for Tankster. So Joao Felix really not performing too crazy for Benfica at the moment. Hopefully, we can see him start to play a lot better. They're gonna need him. They got Monaco, they got AC Milan, they got Guimarães, they got Braga in the cup, Moreirense as well. Let's get it started. Yo, this is crazy. Straight up, this is crazy. Monaco, they win 2-1 in the Champions League. Artur goes crazy. They tie to Moreirense. They don't receive a man of the match there, okay? They go into the cup against Braga. They beat them 1-0. Artur goes crazy again. They then go and play AC Milan. They win that game 2-0. Artur gets man of the match again. The Turkish beast. They play Guimarães. They win 3-0. Artur gets another man of the match. What am I seeing? We're 3 points behind Sporting still. They're yet to drop any points pretty much. They're absolutely going crazy. And my boy Artur, let's just be honest, he's going wild. 11 goals for the Harry Potter. They call him the Magic Man, bro. Pavlidis with 6 now and 1 assist. Thiago with 3. Ba with 2. Arsenis with 2. Kochu with 1. The top assist guy, Joao Felix, not doing much, man. Oh, actually, 5 assists for Joao Felix. Top assist guy. 4 assists for Kochu. Thiago with 2 and Pavlidis with 1. We need goals from Joao Felix, baby. We really do. Champions League, though, they really bounced back. Got 2 wins. It's really good for them. They got to get the pressure on Sporting. And they play Sporting. Sporting, Atletico Madrid. They got Ajax. They got Porto. All Porto in the cup as well. Wow, this is going to be crazy. A lot of tough Champions League games coming up. Let's get it popping. Everything was going so well, man. Joao Felix shows up and gets a man of the match against Sporting. He did it against Porto. He did it against Sporting. He gets man of the matches in the big games. He plays Atletico Madrid, though, and they lose 2-0. Atletico Madrid gets man of the match. They then win 1-0, and that's where Kochu drops the man of the match performance. They beat Porto 1-0, but it didn't show me who man of the match was, sadly. They then beat Ajax, and that's where Joao Felix receives another man of the match. Then they play against Aroca, and they lose 2-1. This is crazy to me, man. They're dropping points in the Portuguese league so easily, and Sporting's really not. Benfica now has 1 tie and 2 losses. Sporting has 1 tie and a loss, and Sporting lost to Benfica as well, and Benfica has 3 points behind them still. So it's just hard for Benfica to keep up with Sporting, it feels like right now. They're having a hard time with that. Even with Joao Felix being a part of the team, they seem to be lacking and slacking. We go and check what's going on with the team now. Top goal scorer is going to be Arturoglu, Pavlidis, Thiago Gouveia, Ba, Kochu, Arsenis, Joao Felix getting some goals now. 2 goals for Joao Felix. Very nice to see. 5 assists for Joao Felix, Kochu with 4, and Thiago with 2. So maybe we could expect more out of Joao Felix, but also not bad. He's getting 7 contributions now. That's not too bad. They play Bayern, big game, and they had that risk of not going through in the Champions League. They get Stars, and then they get freaking Real Madrid, bruh. They might go out the Champions League, bro. Ooh-wee. Ouch. They tie 1-1. Pavlidis gets man of the match. They lose 3-4 to Bayern. Bayern gets man of the match. They then win 3-2. That's what Arturoglu gets the man of the match. They play Santa Clara. They tie 0-0. Santa Clara gets man of the match. The goalkeeper does. They beat Boa Vista. Arturoglu gets man of the match in a 3-1 victory. Going into January, lads, the league is already looking very complicated. The Champions League looking even more complicated, especially with Real Madrid coming up. I could see a sacking coming in for my boy Bruno Lage. This is not looking good for them. Man, tough again. 3-1 victory, Pavlidis man of the match. 2-1 victory, Pavlidis man of the match. They go into the Champions League, they tie 2-2. They do not receive man of the match. They win 4-1, and Arturoglu gets man of the match. They lose to Real Madrid 2-1, and they don't get man of the match. They tie to Moreirense, again dropping points to them, 2-2, and Moreirense gets man of the match. Not good, lads. Not good. In the league, I would imagine they're cooked. Let's find out. In the league, they're on 46, Sporting 4 points clear. It's going to be tough for Benfica at this point. It's going to be very tough. Champions League, they get lucky to go through. From what I saw, they get very lucky to go through in 17th, and they're going to be facing Man City in the playoffs. That's brutal. Man City in the playoffs, bro. Nah, don't do us like that, bro. There's no need for that. That's crazy. Unbelievable. What's City even doing in the playoffs, bro? Get out of here. 22 goals for Arturoglu. What a season. And 1 assist. Pavlidis with 13. Joao Felix with 5. Thiago with 4. What a season for Arturoglu. My goodness. 6 assists for Joao Felix. 11 contributions for him so far. 4 for Kochu. 3. Now Barreiro's playing. 3 for Barreiro and 2 for Thiago. Wow. My man, Arturoglu, man, the Turkish machine is going crazy. Quarterfinals against Porto is coming up, I think, soon. It looks like. I think that's a game that's happening. But City, this is tough. This is going to be, I don't want to watch it, y'all. Don't make me watch it. I don't want to watch it. Well, Joao Felix is doing good. 2-0 victory over Riav in the cup, Joao Felix. Braga, 1-0 victory for Benfica, Joao Felix man of the match. Man City wins 2-1, Man City man of the match. They lose 2-0, obviously don't get man of the match there. Then they go play Man City, they lose 3-1, so 5-2 on aggregate out of the Champions League, Man City gets man of the match. They then win 3-0, and that's where Joao Felix drops the man of the match performance. They tie 2-2 in the cup. Joao Felix gets man of the match. They advance in the cup, by the way, with that result. And then they tie to Boa Vista and no man of the match for Benfica. But I would imagine, lads, at this point, Benfica's league is over. Sporting runs away with it, and Joao Felix kind of started to step up a little bit, but Benfica not in a good place. Terrible at the moment. 24 goals for Arturoglu, 16 for Pavlidis. Joao Felix stepping up with 10 now. Thiago with 4. We go to the assists. Top assist guy at Benfica is going to be Joao Felix, Kochu, Arturoglu with 4, Barreiro with 3, Thiago with 2. So Joao Felix now with 16 contributions. He's really stepped up. Kind of a little late to step up, but he started to cook finally, which is nice to see. But at this point, out of the Champions League, that far behind Sporting, all you're really playing for is a Taça de Portugal at this point, and the Taça de Portugal final, I'm not sure who you're facing. I think they're in the final. They are in the final. They're going to be playing right there, Aroca, for the last game, but I'm pretty sure Bruno Lage is going to be fired before we get there. Let's go find out. We got March. They beat Santa Clara. Pavlidis, man of the match. They win the next game, 4-0. Kochu, man of the match. They beat Gil Vicente, 2-0. Thiago Gouveia, man of the match. Very nice month of March. Might be too late. They got Sporting, they got Porto, and this, Enki Marines, yeah, he's sacked. Bruno Lage gets sacked right here, lads. Let's go see Joao Felix final stats, bro. Let's go see his final stats, because man's sacked right here, bro. There's no way he makes it past this month. He's going to lose to Sporting, he's going to lose to Guimarães, he's going to lose to Porto. I already see it coming, bro. Let's go find out. Joao Felix ended with 10, and he's still on 16. He's the top assist guy. No, he's not. Coach, who took over. Man, Pavlidis started scoring a lot. 20 goals from Pavlidis, 26 from Artukoğlu. How is Benfica in the place they're in with 2 players having 46 goals? That's absolutely insane. They're going crazy, those 2 players. I don't want to see this. Matter of fact, we could just watch it together. Let's watch it together, bro. Let's watch the disaster class happen, all right? Let's go, man. Let's watch the month together. Here we go. Y'all can get my live reaction to this, bro, because this is going to be an absolute disaster class. Game 1, Benfica's going to win this 3-1. That's what shows there. Artukoğlu man of the match, 2-0 victory. Vamos, Benfica. We believe still. We all the way to the end. Fight for Benfica till the end. You got to beat them here, bro. You have to win this game. You have to win this game. You have to win this game. Balt gets man of the match. They tie to Sporting. League over. Guimarães. Benfica Guimarães, big game. Pavlidis man of the match, 4-2. They actually win this one. Wait a minute. Bruno Lage staying alive somehow. Pavlidis goes into the team of the week, so does Joao Felix. Artukoğlu man of the match. They beat Real 3-2. Big. They're playing Porto here. They lose. They're getting sacked. Bruno Lage. Porto's about to take Bruno Lage's job. Artukoğlu man of the match. They beat Porto. Wow, they actually beat Porto. That's interesting. They beat Porto right there. Okay, they actually beat Porto, bro. That's actually kind of impressive. They beat them. Final games. Casa Pia, Nacional, and Arroca in the final. Oh my goodness, there's a chance. 75, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4 points, 3 games. As a Benfica fan, I'm going to say it's possible. It's not possible. As a Benfica fan, I'm going to say it's possible. As a Benfica fan, I'm going to say, oh, yeah. Until the end, we fight till the end. Somos Benfica. We fight till the end. There's no way, right? They always make me believe, and then they don't. 30 goals for Artukoğlu, 23 for Pavlidis, 11 for Joao Felix, and 9 assists. Top assist guy, Joao Felix, Koçu, Artukoğlu. These 3 players have been insane. So's Pavlidis. Pavlidis been insane. Pavlidis, Artukoğlu, Joao Felix, and Koçu. Coach, Artukoğlu, Pavlidis, levels. Koçu, okay. Man, these 2 players are levels right here. Pavlidis with 23 goals now. Let's finish off the season strong, man. We watch it together, man. We watch it, Benfica wins nothing again, bro. Watch, we're going to lose the Taça de Portugal too, bro. We're going to lose to Arroca, bro. I know how this goes, bro. I've been a part of this for too long, bro. I know how this goes, man. Casa Pia, first game. Here we go. We have a chance, right? We have a chance to catch Sporting. We have a chance. 2-0 victory, man of the match. We don't know. It doesn't show us. I hope Sporting loses both their games. I really do. Nacional, 3-1 victory, man of the match. We don't know. Hey, we don't know. Final against Arroca. Please. Artukoğlu man of the match. They win it. Vamos, pa. We get a taça. Okay. We take the Taça de Portugal. But the championship goes to Sporting, right? No way Sporting choked the last 2 games. There's just no way. There's no way. Nah, see? Wow. They win it by 4 points. Sporting wins the campeonato. That means they would have won it 3 times in a row. Man, Ricosta would have to run out of the presidency at that point, bro. It would be bad for him. Let's check out the stats, all right? Here we go. Top goal scorer for the team, 32 for Artukoğlu, 27 for Pavlidis, 12 for my man Joao Felix. That's pretty good, to be honest. Assists, Joao Felix is going to get mad at them. Nope, sorry. Didn't it just show Joao Felix with 12 assists? Was that tripping? I was tripping. It was 12 goals. 9 assists for Joao Felix, 11 for Koçu, 9 for Artukoğlu, 3 for Arsenal, 3 for Pavlidis, 3 for Barreiro, and 2 for Thiago Gouveia. Ladies and gentlemen, Joao Felix had a decent return back to Benfica, but as a Benfiquista, I don't care about somebody's individual stats. I care about winning trophies. And all we won was the Taça de Portugal. We got dogged by Man City in the playoffs. It's Man City, no problem. Can't lose the league 4 points to Sporting. That's just bad. And that's how the cookie kind of crumbled. Unfortunately, Bruma did not play. The team went with how they wanted the team to play, which is completely acceptable, if I'm being honest with you. But I thought that it would be Bruma. With that being said, do I think Joao Felix to Benfica could happen? Listen, I think a loan deal could happen if Chelsea wants to kind of see Joao Felix get back to form so they could sell him for a lot of money. I would love for it to happen. I love Joao Felix, so I think it's going to happen. Probably not. Would be cool. But with that being said, that's how EA sees Joao Felix return to Benfica. I would love to see more goals from him, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Sadly, my Benfica did not win the league. Sporting did. I'm sad. I cry mucho. Thank y'all for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one. Let me know in the comments down below what team is next, baby.